Only poverty.
Poverty.
But you're a rich man.
Of course, because I'm earning, I've worked well, my colleagues have supported me, and I've worked for them.
I'm sure you have. Welcome back to Jeff Koinange live on Citizen Television here, the Secretary General of the Central Organization of Trade Unions, Francis Atwoli, who's just admitted he's very rich.
You say that?
You just loaned 100 million to someone and you're not sweating.
You think so?
You're not sweating.
You think so?
Okay, let's go to our poll. Keep tweeting at Koinange Jeff, at Atwoli Francis, at Citizen TV in Kenya, hashtag JKLive. The poll question we asked you earlier on, did Francis Atwoli succeed in his quest to unite the Luhya nation? 38% of you say yes, 62% say no.
Let me explain.
They don't believe you.
Let me tell you about the 62. They don't understand. Currently now in Western Kenya, people are speaking in one voice. And I promised Kenyans before that the ballot box for presidents in Western Kenya will be one. And I want you to watch me very, very keenly. Today, after 31st of December 2016, things are not the same in Western Kenya. So, and you can carry out your own independent research.
Well, so why?
And now the political spokesperson of the Western Kenya people are only two. Currently, as I'm talking to you, it's Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula.
Those are the two spokespeople.
They are now the people who are leading.
None of them will be flag bearer.
It doesn't matter. But they are the leaders. Whether they remain in the opposition, and I will give you a good example. Raila has been the spokesperson of the Luo Nyanza people.
Yes.
He has never been a flag bearer now saying, oh, he's the president or he has won an election.
He's been flag bearer for ODM, CORD.
Yeah, but he still believed that he's the undisputed leader for the Luo Nyanza. So the most important part of leadership is who is speaking for you now.
Okay, let's see what the people are saying right now, SG. Let's go to our tweets here. People asking questions, okay? Now, Dennis Lesalon, he say, a quick one. Who has he mentored? It is dusking on him in office. Admit Alishindwa could solve medics crisis.
And who won? Come on, Alishindwa, who won to settle it?
Well, Alishindwa.
Yeah, but who won? Or who did more than what I did?
The doctors didn't win.
Huh?
The doctors didn't win.
Yeah.
They had to go back to work in the end.
Yes. So you cannot say Alishindwa and some. You only say, yeah, Alishindwa if there was somebody who came and won. So it was a difficult issue and it remained the way it is.
And you failed.
And it still remains the same.
And you failed.
Who won?
Next.
Now there is a question there he had asked, whom has he mentored?
Yes.
Like in my office now, everybody can do what I'm doing. As I'm talking to you, my assistant is in Eritrea, representing the Central Organization of Trade Unions. That is Ernest Adome. So I've mentored so many young people. And various trade unions are quiet. They have negotiators, modern negotiators. No strikes amongst the affiliates of COTU.
So why don't you retire?
That is what I'm saying. I want you people to let me go. It is you workers who are saying you still need me.
That's what we're saying?
Yes.
Huh?
It is you.
Albert Nsengu, you say, is Atwoli planning to go into politics? MP's pay cut. Is this a way of fighting corruption by having servant leaders in office? First part, are you going to go into politics?
I don't want to go to politics. If I want to go to politics, I will pump. I have friends. I will go to my party, which is KANU, and get the support of my friends and modernize it, rebrand it, and it becomes a very powerful political party. And that is the part of our independence. It's an historical party in this country.
Yeah.
Where I'm a member.
You have to go through Gideon Moi for that. You know that?
No, if I want to go to politics, I will get it away from Gideon Moi. I cannot go through somebody. My age does not allow that. I will go and take it.
Take it?
Yeah. Because I have what it means. I will get delegates. I will campaign. I will get the support. I will vie for the chairmanship of that particular party. Yes, and I will get it. But I'm not going to politics.
You're not?
I have said that. I have already a political party in place. Registered in Kiambu so many years ago.
And you don't touch it?
I don't touch it.
What are you going to do after this?
I will go back to my church. I'm a Catholic.
Oh, good Lord.
And teach catechist.
Teach what?
Catechist.
MP's pay cut. Is this a way of fighting corruption by having servant leaders in office?
I don't know. This is a very difficult
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one because corruption, I think every Kenyan should be concerned about corruption. It is not an issue of MP's pay cut or something like that. But let us get concerned, how do we fight corruption? We can bake a bigger cake and give our MPs more money, give our president more money, give our deputy president a lot of money, our MCS, our governors, because we have made it. We can change the pattern of our economic position.
But our MPs and our leaders are the highest paid on the planet. More than Americans, more than Germans, more than Brits.
This is what Kenyans should be asking. What are we getting out of them? Are they delivering? If they are delivering, if somebody is delivering the way you are delivering now, and you are highly paid, there's nothing wrong in that. Because you are delivering.
Yeah.
So the question is, I'll pay you, you do this. Like the flying CEOs all over the world, who are always engaged by multinationals or transnationals.
But are these people performing?
Those are the questions people should be asking, not we are paying them a lot of money. I'm paying you, are you servicing me? Those are the questions.
Yeah.
And the time is on 8th of August,
So on 8th of
2017.
Monica,
if
let's
they are
move on.
not performing.
Who's next? Correct.
Yeah.
Khalid, you say, what measures has COTU taken to curb corruption in trade unions management under it? Give example of action.
Let me tell you, we have quarterly general secretaries meeting at the Solidarity Building. We have opened a complaints office. Our people are alert. If you have a credible evidence against any general secretary who is involved in direct corruption, bring it to COTU. We will go public.
Straight.
Because we are a pressure group organization ourselves.
Look, my friend.
And we cannot allow.
My friend.
Yes.
KRA the other day. I don't know if you were in the country. We just learned some guy walked away or stole over a period of time 4 billion shillings. KRA.
Yeah. Digital. It's you people who said we want digital society.
Yeah.
We want digital system.
Yes.
Those are the benefits of digital. And we need...
Benefits to who? These thieves.
Yeah, we need a very, very, very strong arm of government in an area of investigating.
That's not going to happen, SG. That's not going to happen. If billions are being stolen every NYS.
I know. That is why I'm saying we need very strong institutions or security agencies or those people charged with the responsibilities of making sure that corruption is tamed in this country.
We need people in
These
jail.
are not the people we have. We don't
We need
have
people in jail.
Absolutely.
Jail.
Take 5, leave alone jail. Even taking people to Kamkunji. You know?
And?
I know you will make a lot of noise. You will say, oh, the constitution does not allow this.
Yeah.
This should not be this. But if I'm a president, and I remember I told you one day.
Yes.
I will summon the judiciary at the State House in a closed door meeting and ask them, please kindly let us help this nation. Because where we are going with the rate of corruption in this country, we will not make it.
What would you do in Kamkunji?
People are taken to courts and they are jailed. That is the Kamkunji I'm saying.
I thought you were saying firing squad.
No. We are a country driven by laws and rules. But you appeal to those people who are implementing officers to make sure that they take people to jail.
Okay, these are SMSs. Atwoli is politically irrelevant when it comes to Luya people. He is clearly mistaking labor movement with political parties. This is David from Langata.
That Langata guy did not know what he's saying because I have never mixed labor with politics. We have said we court as court now. And even when I was going for Luyas, I had to take my leave. I asked the board to give me leave. I went now as a Luya, not as secretary general, as an elder within that community. And as appointed elder.
But David is saying you're irrelevant.
You can't be relevant when you have achieved. I have totally achieved. Let him now go to Western without the knowledge of Mudavadi or Wetangula and get the support. Or let him wait on the 8th of August and see the changes that will be made down there. That is when he will know Atwoli achieved. And I'm in constant, when I'm free, when I'm at home, I'm in constant touch.
Okay, someone else says, indeed, Atwoli has united Luya Kingdom, Weta and Muda are together.
Yes, that's what I told you. Yeah.
All right, up next. Brother Atwoli hardly goes wrong, and just in case he does, he corrects it so fast. This is Nixon from Kindaruma.
You see, that is true.
Okay, you're talking about Western. There's Oparanya, there's Khalwale.
You know, if you
wait
look,
a minute.
let me tell you, if you looked at the ratings, which came from the Nairobi University,
Yes.
it rated only 3 people. In the entire Western Kenya. Moses Mudavadi number 1, no, Musalia Mudavadi number 1. Moses Wetangula number 2, and they tied with Oparanya. So these 3 people are the key people in the Luya community.
So what
This one I can tell you without fear of any contradiction.
Yes. Khalwale,
And if I wanted to get votes in Western, say for example, if I was President Uhuru or my friend, deputy president, I can't go to Western without them. I would tell them, even if you are in the opposition,
Yes.
let's go. I'm going to look for votes in Western Province. The way Mo used to do. Let them sit there. Let Luyas look at them sitting with you. Ask for votes. You will get votes. But without these 3 guys,
Yes.
my friend, how do you penetrate Western?
Khalwale sat where you're sitting right now, a couple of weeks ago.
Khalwale, let me tell you, he's a very intelligent guy. I too like him. He's very brave. Because after Martin Shikuku is doing what Martin Shikuku used to do. He can face anybody at any time.
Yes.
Yeah. But now coming to these issues of election, let the county of Kakamega citizens decide who will be able to lead them as a governor.
And according to you, it's Oparanya.
Because, you know, I told you, remember one day I told you here, that the sitting, be it a member of parliament or the sitting governor or the sitting MCA, you must do a lot of overwork or overtime to get him out of that particular position. So Oparanya has been there. Oparanya has done a lot of things to people there. He has opened a lot of, you know.
Since you're the resident advisor of the Luya Nation,
But when it comes to democracy, I don't. I respect democracy.
why don't you advise Khalwale to stick to senator?
No, if our Kenya government and our Kenyan constitution provides for full democracy, and once you have made a decision that you want to vie for this position, you should be supported. Currently now, across the political divide, I'm supporting young people in various positions, be it in Jubilee, be it in NASA, be it where. The young members of the society are the cream of our society.
Okay, coming back to the young, I asked you earlier on, who's going to take Nairobi? In your opinion, expert opinion.
My expert opinion is that let us wait. I will come back to this bench after nominations, political parties nominations. After people have been nominated, then we will be able to weigh to see who is this and who is this. But I can tell you for sure and for free that Sonko and Kidero, it would have been a big fight of the year before Peter Kenneth came into the play. You know, he delayed a little bit. He had his own tactics coming in. But I can tell you, if he's nominated, this is for free. To face Kidero, it will be a good match for somebody to watch. Yeah, it will be a tough match for somebody to watch.
Your friend Marende was going to give it a go?
I think he decided otherwise
Because he didn't have your money?
It was not that question. He didn't come to me for money. Because I have a lot of friends that support me, and I have a lot of friends also I support. I'm in public life. So he didn't come to me. I would have said, how much do you want and how can we raise the money? I might not have the money, but I can make some alternatives.
SG, let's face
suggestions.
Let's face it. The nominations in both parties
Yeah.
are going to be madness, chaos, crazy. You know that.
But one good thing IBC has said, if you are outdone in your own party during nomination, you still have an opportunity to vie as an independent. So if you feel you are a man and a half, you don't need to wait for those nominations. Just wait, come up as an independent.
Go solo.
Go solo.
You think Sonko could go solo?
He might decide to go
Yeah.
solo if he's maneuvered.
Yeah. He'll take a lot of votes away from Peter Kenneth. No?
It will depend on the situation at that particular time. It will depend the situation at that particular time. I don't know whom Minor Commander is teaming up with. Of late, I've been in Europe, I don't know. Because this man called Minor Commander
Yes.
has a lot of say in Nairobi.
Yes.
He has been around for some time.
Correct.
Yeah, he understands Nairobi very well. If he supports you, you must really work hard to
Yeah.
make sure that. And those are the people. If you want to vie for Nairobi, you look for such people.
Yeah. Are you comfortable where you are?
Oh, very much comfortable.
Okay, just checking. Mombasa is a given.
Mombasa.
That belongs to the Sultan.
Mombasa is for Joho, and that one we can bet.
Yeah. Take it to the bank.
Even if you put him in jail now, he will be voted in absentia.
Hassan Omar, Suleiman Shahbal.
It will be an uphill task for them.
Machakos.
Machakos, I don't know. Machakos, it depends to how Kalonzo behaves in NASA. Yeah. That is how Machakos is. But Mutua should pray very hard that Kalonzo leaves NASA.
How so? Why so?
He will have an upper hand in Machakos.
Mutua.
Yeah. But if Kalonzo remains in NASA, he'll have a lot of problems. That is the truth of the matter. But if he leaves, then he would say, what did I tell you?
Yeah.
That one question
Yeah.
will make him a hero.
Yeah.
Machakos.
A moment ago, you said you were in Europe last week. People complain, your critics, that you spend too much time overseas. What
For
are you
them.
doing overseas?
For them,
For who?
for workers. Look, in the agricultural sector, we have come up with something which is going to be at a convention soon, that before any technology is introduced to take away jobs from Kenyans, the prior consultation, serious consultation between workers and employers and government in Kenya must be put in place. And this is now going to be universal. It is because of my going to outside. And it is not because I'm going there because I like it. It is an elective position.
Oh, come on, you like it.
Oh, my friend, it's an elective position.
But you like it.
I was going there even before I was elected. I remember I met with you long time ago when you were still working for Panam Airlines.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's a
I
long
met
time
you and I was going to US.
That's 30 years ago.
Yes, 30 years ago. That is the first time I met you.
And you
And we were with you in the same flight.
and you were going to America then.
Aha!
Now, Huringi.
That's Ringy. And you remember before we landed in New York,
Yes.
the
Yes.
turbulence
Bit of
that we have.
turbulence.
Yeah. And we were with you.
You remember this?
I remember. And I said, oh, if this thing went down, we Kenyans, two of us, we will perish here. Let me remind you that.
Yes.
Huh? I met you severally.
Yes.
I met you, you remember when I met you in Harare?
Correct.
And that was maybe the second national election
Yes.
of that country.
Correct.
And I had been appointed by the Organization of the African Union, OAU,
then.
as an observer.
Yes. Back
At
then.
that age.
Umetoka mbali?
Talk about it, my friend.
Huh?
Yeah? And when you see me eating, nikikula kitu yangu kidogo, useme huyu mtu namna gani. Yeah? Wacha tu nikule pole pole. Let me eat slowly. Because where I came from is a long time,
Lakini ambia Jirongo arudishe hiyo pesa. Eh?
The other thing, you remember I met you in Atlanta, Georgia. In the studios of
CNN.
Yeah.
That's right.
I met you there.
That's right. What were you doing?
And
there?
you organized a cup of CNN, you gave me the pen and everything.
Yes, the brochure,
Yeah.
souvenir.
Yes.
Hey, boss. Haya, sisemi kitu. That's it. Jubilee's record so far, the last 4 years, summarize it for me real quick. Jubilee's record.
Let me tell you. When I met you first on this program, I said President Uhuru is a good guy. Even down here, deep in his heart. He means well for this country, but he requires advisors.
Which he doesn't
He
have.
has run this country as if he doesn't have advisors, which is very dangerous. And you have asked me about the doctor's strike, and I want to tell you now, The doctor's strike was a problem within the ministry, between the cabinet secretary and his permanent secretary. I went to the government, no another place other than State House, and I told them, here there is a problem between CS and PS. That is why we are having this a prolonged strike. Do something here, because this is a very serious matter.
Yeah.
Today, if he had advised us, he would have separated these two people. Taking a decision in political leadership is very important.
So you're saying
in time,
you're saying the president has bad advisors?
Completely. Who is advising him now to pin down Joe? That person is taking away votes from him. And that is why I'm telling you, NASA, even if they remain the two people in NASA, it will be a headache to Jubilee. That one I can tell you for free.
It'll be a headache.
And I will be here. And whatever I have told you on this bench, it has come to pass.
Correct. Including Trump being president.
Absolutely.
Good Lord. How did you know that?
I have been in, I told you. I calculated. 40% of our friends in that country are racists. 20% could not, particularly the African Americans, could not turn out to vote because they were being gunned down when their own brother was in the White House. So they said the two, that doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
Be it Clinton or Trump.
Yeah.
They stayed at home.
Okay, give me a quick prediction. Will he last?
Of course.
He'll last?
Yeah, how it's going to last.
All the way?
Let me tell you. And you remember I told you that day. This, and it is not only in the US. People are tired with diplomatic heads of state. People who handle things diplomatically. That is why Trump is going to last. He's not a diplomat on anything.
No.
If he starts with something, he says, yes, a presidential order, bring here side.
There's no impeachment somewhere.
He has people with him now. Even in his own political party, the Republicans are not controlling him.
Yeah.
He's leading with the people.
Yeah. His family.
And you remember I told you this, that the Americans as a superpower must look for somebody who can reclaim back their lost glory. Because now Russia, you cannot tame Putin.
Yeah.
He's the most strongest person in the world.
Putin is dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah. And you know, when they dismantled communism, something of which they started in 1957, between 1957, 87, between 87 and 89, they had already dismantled communism. And then the Americans went relaxing. They didn't know. This young man planned properly how to reclaim the lost glory of the Russians. And what he did was simple.
Yeah.
He tried to make it within his stipulated time of leadership, and he did not achieve. So he changed with that his friend, who is now the prime minister, to become the president, and he took off premier position, promising that he must make Russia strong as a president.
And he came back.
And then he came back
as president
to finish now. And you remember, recently he tried Crimea. He tried, NATO is nothing on him now.
Yes.
So the Americans, as a superpower, some of us, we depend on America. It must have somebody like Trump.
Okay, let's leave Trump out of this fold now. And I ask you real quick, SG, real quick, this is your now, look ahead for me. August 9th, 2017, the day after the elections.
Yes.
Who's the president?
I've told you President Uhuru has got to do things, and the time is now. One, if he's to be a president, on that date he must scuttle NASA. If he can't scuttle NASA, if these boys remain for the way they are, up to that day, he will have a problem. He would have been left with only one alternative. What is that alternative? I told you.
Rig.
Yeah. Otherwise, it will not be so easy as people are seeing it. Because why? Rift Valley is not the same. It's not going to vote the way they voted.
Why not?
I was yesterday listening, and it was on Citizen. Citizen or Nation. What the Pokot guy was saying. Oh, guns have been released to these people. We have been left outside here. There's no government here. We are being killed. Will those people again vote for Jubilee? It's a big problem there. Look at this man of called Ruto. Don't underrate him.
Isaac, you mean?
Isaac,
the
yes.
governor.
Yes. Whether those people of his will also vote for his candidates and vote for Jubilee, that is a question of debate. So that thing and Hague thing is no longer there now.
No.
Third, look at the performance, the rate of corruption, the prices on the on basic commodities, unga, and what have you. The inflation rate is now at 10.1. Double digit on inflation.
Double digit.
So he must now start strategizing himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, and I will tell you for free, he requires a lot of work where I come from in Western Kenya. He requires a lot of work in Coast. He requires to do a lot of work in Eastern, both the lower and upper. Yeah, you see, what Munya is doing is creating a lot of confusion also.
Yeah.
Some other people. He has got to do a lot of work. Not only that, even in Central, he has got to address an issue of apathy. We have a lot of youths who are unemployed.
Yeah.
And they will not remain the same because we come from this community, we must make somebody a president.
And they're drinking themselves away.
Yes.
They're frustrated.
I'm frustrated.
So
things you can't tell who will be the president after 8th of August this year. I have told you that. And that is for free. And I will come here and ask you, what did I tell you? He has a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And he need proper advisors. The current one, if it was me, I would do away with them. Because they cannot be planning for the president's trip. Tomorrow they say it has been cancelled.
Yeah.
You are going to, it has been cancelled. You are going to this place, it has been cancelled. You know, it can't be like that. What the president says, I will be at such a place at such a time, he should be there. The other thing, look, I come from a very powerful institution. If I write to State House, nobody replies. What about other ordinary people who are writing to State House and they are not being replied? Or in the office of president?
You do not get replies?
You can't get.
Come on.
So tell me.
Come on.
I'm telling you for sure. And who has information? Who has information of this country than me? Who has information? Me, I'm close to an ordinary worker in this country. I have shop stewards everywhere, in every hotel. You go to any hotel, you will see my shop steward coming to serve you. When he starts hearing about Atwoli, somebody discussing, he moves closer. Within 2-3 minutes, I have information.
And State House
So,
will talk to you.
and if I can write to State House and I'm not answered, what about those other ordinary Kenyans, other ordinary, you see? So there are a lot of things. You can think, yes, you have money, you have people, you have members of your community, you have everybody. But when it comes to the real leadership, you require everybody.
Yeah.
You remember the way President Moi used to lead. He strengthened the special branch. And I have said here time and again that let us strengthen our NSIS. We have now a good director at the NSIS. Let us use this guy. You will never hear him in a press, in public. That is the realest youth that we need in this country.
Like Kanyotu back then.
Exactly. This guy behaves like Kanyotu. He's the best. But empower him. And listen to him.
Yeah. I hope State House is listening to you right now.
They don't listen. If they are not listening to, empower NSIS. Ask before you want to go to Western. Don't believe in Infotrack, in all these other collections, polls and so on.
Yes.
Unless it's credible, we use our own universities. These are commercial.
Yeah.
Use our own institution. And the best institution we have is NSIS.
Indeed. SG, closing thoughts. Give me your last words as we leave.
Well, my last words are, and this is the theme of our Labor Day this year, for let us have free and fair democratic elections that will make us have peace, peace for our children, peace for our women, mothers, peace for the workers of this country. Because if anything happened, it is workers, women, and children who suffer. Because we are circumstantially compelled to be in cities. So let us have peaceful campaign, peaceful election, and let us avoid hate speeches. And also reminding people of what happened 2017, 2018. Let's avoid that.
You mean 207, 208?
Yeah, 207, yes, 207, 208.
Yeah.
Let us not repeat that.
Yeah. That's true.
We should move out of that.
Absolutely.
And create a peaceful atmosphere in which we can all coexist peacefully, particularly during this electioneering period.
Monica, do we have, what do we have? Should we end with polls, or what's that poll, or is it tweets? Okay, let's get some tweets. This is Chevy Diner, you say. NASA needs Kalonzo to avoid Nyanza and Western coming from one direction. This is from Kapenguria.
So it's true. I told you, whoever.
Yeah. Robert Ngano, you say, I support Atwoli for his determination and competence. He deserves a post in the Luya fraternity.
I'm above Luya fraternity. I'm a world leader.
Tagaya Ogoso, you say, Atwoli, very keen on what he says, playing very smart and tactical.
Sure, I'm a diplomat.
Nyawa M. Nyawa. Atwoli is a leader to copy from. He is fearless and symbol of unity.
Sure.
One more. Paul Lugai, you say. Atwoli talks and immediately act. That's why we still need him there.
You see?
All right. What else do we have? Okay, the poll we asked, the question we asked earlier. Let's see if it's changed. Let's see if you convince people. The question was, has Francis Atwoli been successful in uniting the Luya Nation? Here we are. 38% say yes.
I know.
62% say no.
Let me tell you.
Again.
Yes.
Again.
About those 62, amongst them are people who used to get into Western in and out without any opposition. But nowadays we have locked the gates in Western. Western is locked politically. Western Kenya is locked politically. People are moving towards one direction.
Yeah. Which direction is that?
They are listening to their leaders. They have their leaders. Yeah.
Okay.
They have now Musalia, they have Moses Wetangula,
Yeah.
they have Oparanyas.
Yeah.
They have their leaders now.
They have Atwoli?
They have their channel.
They have Atwoli?
Me, I'm just an elder from that community. When things go wrong, I come here and say, let us go here.
An elder who wears Brioni suits, right?
Absolutely. You know that.
Is that?
You know that.
Show me. Just open.
You know that.
No, just open. Just humor me.
Open that one of yours.
In your hapa.
My friend.
In your hapa.
I know you too. And I know you are shop.
This is from Bespoke. It's local, my friend. My friend.
But what you need to know, you can be a designer of your own. Like me now, I'm designing my own shirts. If you go to any leading store of designers in Europe, ask you want a shirt known as FA. You will buy a shirt, FA shirt.
Francis Atwoli.
Yes.
FA shirt.
Shirt, yeah. All my shirts, including this one, you can see this FA. Here is FA. I'm like Donald Trump. He designs his own shirts. So I design.
So I walk into a shop in Europe.
Yes. Even these ones.
God help us all. Thanks so much for joining us.
So it is easy.
It's easy.
It's easy. You don't need to pay a lot of money. You design your own. Even if you go to industrial, to manufacturers at industrial area here, you might.
FA.
Yeah.
Keep tweeting. At FA. I'm sorry. At Koinange Jeff. At Atwoli Francis. At Susan TV Kenya. Hashtag JKLive. It's been a pleasure, SG. Thanks so much for coming, sharing your insights. Asante sana. Nashukuru.
Asante.
Just remember, JKLive is powered by Telcom Enterprise. Thanks so much for joining us. If it's Wednesday, you know it's those three letters on the keyboard that follow each other. JKL. Thanks so much for watching. Good night. Good luck. God bless. Ati FA.
You're watching JKL, brought to you by Telcom Enterprise. Accelerate your business growth with reliable